Welcome, I'm Andre Huey, and this is the Skn Newsline Newscast. Should the Federation be relaxing the COVID-19 restrictions at this time when there is a new outbreak of COVID-19 cases worldwide due to the emergence of the Omicron variant? That was a question we explored with former Chief Medical Officer Dr. Patrick Martin. More in this report. With the rise of COVID-19 cases worldwide due to the highly transmissible Omicron variant, has the St. Kitts Nevis authorities relaxed COVID measures a bit too soon? When the Omicron was first discovered in South Africa, several countries slammed travel bans on some African countries. But soon that proved to be ineffective, as the variant was already in several European countries and in the US. At least 3 countries in the Caribbean have so far reported the presence of the variant. In the US, the variant is causing a sharp increase in COVID-19 cases, affecting sporting events and other activities. To Patrick Martin, some of these restrictive measures should have long been removed.
I don't have the luxury of being a fly on the wall when the discussions are taking place, but I can tell you, as a member of the St. Kitts and Nevis Medical Association, I have not seen any indication of dialogue with us. And I'm sure that the dialogue with us could have gone a long way to ensuring that measures are more in line with science and also more readily complied with, because we ourselves, medical, dental, nursing practitioners, we ourselves we communicate with people every day.
I know you've been one who has been very vocal about relaxing some of the measures that we've been and have a more stricter testing policy. Are you satisfied with the current measures now? I mean, a visitor can now come in fully vaxxed. Once they have a negative PCR, they land and go.
Such a policy has been in existence in some of our neighbors since June, and they haven't had any particular difficulties managing that.
He said the Federation is already implementing good COVID protection measures, and these should continue.
Masks, hand washing, safe and effective vaccines, good nutrition, exercise, sunlight. It has been very breezy the past week or two. So that will blow virus away. And so good ventilation is also part of our toolkit. And the evidence is very compelling that adequate levels of vitamins D and K help to ensure that the immune system response does not go overboard.
Earlier this week, the World Health Organization expressed caution at the increase in COVID cases and the emergence of the Omicron variant. The WHO also called for a more comprehensive approach to fighting the disease, noting that vaccination only is not sufficient to win the battle against COVID-19. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline. Crucial work needs to be completed at the RLB International Airport as flights continue to increase in the wake of the reopening of the country's borders. Skn Newsline's Glenn Bart reports.
Lindsay Grant, the Minister with responsibility for tourism and the Air and Seaports Authority, said flights into RLB International Airport are steadily increasing, but funds will be needed to fix a section used for parking aircraft. Speaking during the 2021 fiscal year budget debate, Grant indicated that he needed support to fix the problem. While there is adequate parking for aircraft west of the terminal, it is quite a walking distance to reach the arrivals hall and could be a challenge for older persons. Grant indicated it will take several millions of dollars to carry out the repairs required.
I'm pleased to say that following the opening of our borders on October the 31st, 2020, we have steadily increased flights to our destination. And so as of November the 2nd, 2021, travelers can fly daily from Miami to St. Kitts on American Airlines. Beginning December the 18th, American Airlines will fly twice daily from Miami to St. Kitts on Saturday and on Sunday. They will also provide weekly flights from Charlotte and New York. Delta will fly weekly on Saturdays from Atlanta, and United's weekly direct flight from Newark begins December the 18th. So we have traffic. We have a lot of traffic coming through. But I pause here. I pause here on this because You will recognize if you went to the airport and you haven't traveled, the planes parking all the way down by, almost down by the Cayenne jet. Some of you realize that? Not up in front of the departure lounge. That is concerning. And I've spoken to the chairman. We need to find some money. So I'm speaking to my cabinet colleagues. We need to find money. Because we need to fix in front of the departure lounge.
Earlier, the minister informed that additional immigration processing booths were installed to improve processing flow. Other concluded improvements to the RLB International Airport include the complete resurfacing of the runway, the installation of new runway lighting, and the reconstruction of a section of the airport's longest taxiway. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
Too reliant on CBI funds. That's how the opposition has described the 2022 budget. The details when we return.
Get in on the biggest sale this Christmas at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics. Visit any of the 2 stores on December 17th and 18th for 20% off store-wide. Yes, you heard right. 20% off store-wide. Stores open from 7 a.m. on both days. Plus, for the entire month of December and January, get huge discounts store-wide. Only at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics for the finest in electronics, gadgets and appliances in the best brands. Remember, Smart Electronics at Port Zante is not in the bubble, so local shoppers can visit even when there's a cruise ship in port. COVID protocols will be observed. Visit Smart Electronics at Port Zante or Island Electronics on 4th Street. 2 stores, one great experience. If you need effective advertising at affordable prices, you need to advertise with Skn Newsline. We offer a wide range of services: TV advertising, video ad production, social media marketing and management, WhatsApp marketing, digital marketing, and much more. We offer a comprehensive marketing package to suit your budget. Call our advertising department at 665-7456, 661-2008, or 663-8887. Get your message out on our newscast on the cable channel 95 and or online networks. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Skn Newsline. Marketing made easy.
Welcome back. An opposition member of parliament has criticized the 2022 fiscal year budget for being over-dependent on CBI-related funds. Glenn Bart reports.
Constituency number 1 Member of Parliament Dr. Jeffrey Hanley said the government's over-dependency on revenue derived from the Citizenship by Investment program is risky business. Speaking in Parliament during the fiscal year 2022 budget debate, Dr. Hanley said the government is doing little to strengthen the productive sectors. According to the MP, the government is relying on the CBI to cover a significant portion of projected expenditure.
Madam Speaker, the budget anticipates receipt of $400 million in CBI-related non-tax activities in 2022. Yes, I said it right. Without $400 million in passport souls like black pudding on Saturday that they once used to say, Madam Speaker, this budget would be in a major deficit. And very little is being done to strengthen local productive sectors to sustainably fill that gap, Madam Speaker. Yet, the government comes in this honorable house year after year and again this year to admit that it had been woefully ineffective in keeping the national economy going and growing. And so like every other year, the budget depends heavily on external non-tax measures, and that are beyond our control, Madam Speaker. To cover more than 40% of projected expenditure. This is risky business, Madam Speaker. Very risky. I'm talking about the dependency.
The 2022 fiscal year budget debate concluded 16 December 2021. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
The National Skills Training Program, NSTP, hosted its 2021 graduation ceremony on Wednesday, December 15th, under the theme Small Opportunities at the start of Great Careers and Great Enterprises. The ceremony was held at the St. Kitts Marriott Ballroom.
In her program report of the NSTP, Director Mrs. June James indicated that the program caters to individuals regardless of their age, socioeconomic status, and cognitive abilities.
At National Skills, our mission is to create job opportunities through skills training and personal development. The programs at National Skills programs touch almost every citizen, all ages, all capabilities, all status. Our programs touch everyone. We have persons from the secondary schools that access training at National Skills. We have persons from the New Horizons Rehabilitation Center. We have persons from the Addis Place. We have persons from the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive Secondary Schools. And our regular program, our adults who we are here celebrating today.
You pushed through, you persevered, and you completed your training. And so that tells me something really important about each and every one of you. And that's you know how to work hard and you know how to work through difficult situations. And I hope that you will take this same display of perseverance that you showed in completing your program into whatever endeavors you choose to pursue in the future.
Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
When we come back, the jobs of unvaccinated teachers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines terminated. Regional news up next.
Get in on the biggest sale this Christmas at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics. Visit any of the 2 stores on December 17th and 18th for 20% off store-wide. Yes, you heard right. 20% off store-wide. Stores open from 7 a.m. on both days. Plus, for the entire month of December and January, get huge discounts store-wide. Only at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics for the finest in electronics, gadgets and appliances in the best brands. Remember, Smart Electronics at Port Zante is not in the bubble, so local shoppers can visit even when there's a cruise ship in port. COVID protocols will be observed. Visit Smart Electronics at Port Zante or Island Electronics on 4th Street. 2 stores, one great experience. If you need effective advertising at affordable prices, you need to advertise with Skn Newsline. We offer a wide range of services: TV advertising, video ad production, social media marketing and management, WhatsApp marketing, digital marketing, and much more. We offer a comprehensive marketing package to suit your budget. Call our advertising department at 665-7456, 661-2008, or 663-8887. Get your message out on our newscast on the cable channel 95 and or online networks. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Skn Newsline. Marketing made easy.
Welcome back, and now to regional news. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has fired unvaccinated teachers this week and said no December paycheck will be given. We have more in this report.
A number of teachers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines have been formally dismissed from their jobs for failing to take a COVID-19 vaccine as mandated, although they received no medical or religious exemptions. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union told Eyewitness News on Thursday that as of Wednesday, 12 teachers had informed the union they had received dismissal letters. We expect that more would come in today, and we are monitoring very closely what is happening. But the union's commitment is to assist all of its members, both vaccinated and unvaccinated, said the union's president, Oswald Robinson. He further stated that a number of unvaccinated teachers had indicated that they had received no salary for December. As part of a law passed by Cabinet, frontline workers, including teachers who had not taken the jab within the specified timeline, were considered as absent without leave, although they turned up to work.
Antigua and Barbuda will be removing the state of emergency as of next week Thursday, but certain health protocols emanating from the COVID-19 pandemic will still be in place. More from ABS TV News.
Prime Minister John Magasson Brown moving the resolution in the lower house Thursday. He says the state of emergency's removal will also mean the end of the curfew, but certain health protocols will remain.
The wearing of masks, social distancing, and sanitization, those remain in place. There are also certain restrictions that will be further enforced in terms of socializations, maximum amount of persons to be socialized at any given point. And also in terms of fetes, the Cabinet yesterday determined that no large fetes should be allowed within the next 3-week period to allow for a safe Yuletide season, recognizing that the Yuletide season is one of the opportunities for spread based on increased socializations.
Opposition leader the Honorable Jamal Pringle says he's still unconvinced the state of emergency was ever needed.
What laws are we going to use to curtail these restrictions, to enforce these restrictions? Which law? Because it surely can't be the Public Health Act that the members on the other side say they can't implement certain things under.
Attorney General the Honorable Stedvoy Benjamin says the government needed the state of emergency to prevent malicious people from bringing legal action that could delay the government's implementation of life-saving measures.
The other side is arguing, why did you not, they say, just deal with the matter on the Public Health Act? We could have done so. But we recognized, this government recognized, that there will be people like those on the opposition who would gladly go to the courts and try to take action against this government to stop it from what it's intended to do. So having had the cover of the Constitution, in other words, no one can come and argue with us and say, you are not allowing us to assemble freely, you're trying to curtail our freedom of movement, our freedom of assembly, our gathering rights.
Barbuda MP, the Honorable Trevor Walker, says while he abstained from voting, he supported the initial state of emergency in March 2020, but doesn't believe it needed to have lasted this long.
If you're telling the people of Antigua and Barbuda that you instituted a state of emergency for, 2 years, because I'm rounding it off, just because you were protecting yourself and this government against litigation, you would have held the people of Antigua and Barbuda under duress. You would have instilled fear in the people of this country.
The state of emergency will expire midnight, December 23. Jamie J. O'Shea, ABS News.
On the international scene, the Ivory Coast and Ethiopia are working together to bring a solution to the situation in Ethiopia. Both say that the situation in Ethiopia is stabilizing and they will soon find a national dialogue. More from Africa News.
Ethiopia is seeking more collaboration with other African countries to help it struggle with the ongoing internal conflicts. The Ethiopian Deputy President Saleh Zewde visited Ivory Coast and met with President Alassane Ouattara. Salas said during the visit the situation in Ethiopia is stabilizing and that they will soon have a national dialogue to help orchestrate the peace in the country. No war is simple as long as it is a war between us. There is no external occupation or external aggression, so it is a painful episode, but a genocide must be determined. There are criteria that unfortunately must be fulfilled, and we don't have all that. We are moving forward. The situation is also stabilizing, and we will soon have a national dialogue that will determine the future of our beautiful country, Ethiopia. The war in Ethiopia broke out in November 2020 when the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sent troops into the northernmost region of Tigray to topple the TPLF after months of seething tension with a group that had dominated politics for 3 decades before he took office.
In sports, we have the final feature of clubs in the SKNFA Premier League. This time, it's the Trafalgar South Stars.
Trafalgar South Stars, the West Bastion neighbours to football powerhouse Village Superstars, narrowly missed relegation at the end of last season with a good run in the final set of games. That proved to be a deciding factor in how their season ended and was expected to roll over into the 2021 season. But so far, it has been anything but, as heavy losses, the most notable a 12-0 drubbing to a young Old Road Jets side, was a telling tale to the difficulties ahead for South Stars.
On the man, shielding the ball, releasing Nijan Brown. Nijan Brown is in. It's number 3! Nijan Brown! Over to Malanago, shoots and makes it number 11.
They lost their coach from last season, Leroy Billy Liburd, to their nemesis Village Superstars. And while their current coach has made some changes to build on his predecessor's work, it still has been an uphill task for South Stars.
They seesaw up and down from the Premier Division. That has been it. They come up one year, they go back down, they go up and they go back down. They're not really being able to stabilize, and I think that is founded in the structure and the management of the team. You know, they don't have a wholesome structure to take the team forward and stabilize it in the Premier Division. It's just more than kicking the ball on the field of play. They have to come in with a plan. And I think psychologically, they're not really ready for the Premier Division. They're bullies from the First Division, yes. They play very well down in the First Division. That is their level. But when it comes up to the Premier Division, where they meet more seasoned team and more organized team with structures behind them and good management structure, they suffer from that sort of organization. And you see coming out on the field of play, where the players are not playing 90 minutes. They give you a good, maybe 45 minutes, a good first half. After that is downhill.
Still, all is not lost for South Stars. Though at the bottom of the table with 4 points, they have a fighting spirit that, when applied right, can match any team in the league. They might just be able to turn on the thrill, just as they did last season.
Welcome to the Skn Newsline Weather Report. I am Janil Boole. Here is a look at the 4-day forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis. For a more detailed weather report, visit our website at www.sknnewsline.com.
This has been the Skn Newsline Newscast. For more news and sports, log on to our website at www.sknewsline.com. You can like and follow our Facebook page, search Skn Newsline on Facebook, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also download our Android mobile app, search Skn Newsline in the Google Play Store. From all of us here at Skn Newsline and Channel 95, I'm Andre Huey. Thank you for watching.